All right, I'm gonna put your element reads together. I want to use these. Um, I always have problems with these because the definitions is changing so rapidly that you let's do Earth first. Projections. So let me see. What is it for now? Projections. Walking away from projections. Walking away from projections. Something about mind control, strong mind control. Uh, it affects manifestations. Yes. Close the cycle of fear. Yes. Close the cycle of fear. Vibrational match. So you can match vibrations. It's a dynamic energy because some energies are not, you can't pull away from them, or you can be held in place longer if it is a lesson that needs to be completed. Yeah, that's a gift from God. You won't be excuse me, I just had coffee. You won't be able to do that as easily. Targeted attention. Winning is a lack mentality. A gift from God is a healing vibration. Also, it cloaks the vibration. It basically it gives natural protection when you are matching your vibration. So God is trying to help you have security in an area, and it is something that you need to graduate from. So this would be collective. Wherever we stubborn, if I say you're going to have to introduce coconut to your diet, and you don't hate a lot of things, but fucking coconut, like, okay, I'll do it. I won't like it though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we can't. It's something we can't see about these attacks. It's not the way that. It's something about perception and areas that they've done. I'm going to say the government. Yes, to certain people. These certain people are twin flames. Some type of star relative. This was their last time to put in an ending. So they went with confusion, not knowing who to give to. So to graduate from that, you understand that you give to a person for a certain amount of time, and then after it's nothing you can do, you get to move on. You get what I'm saying? Because you're learning a lesson, not the people that you're trying to get to learn a lesson. They was telling me something, Somebody fought for something in the past and didn't know maybe what they was getting before. Yeah. They thought they was under the impression that this was security. Yeah, well, that's a lack mentality. It's something about pregnancy here. Pregnancies, using pregnancy as security. Like, please. Yeah, using pregnancy as a security, or marriage as a generating force, but they got a generating force with somebody that's selfish. That has the end to be able to match a vibration. You have to always know that you're rich, whether you have materials or don't. Somebody's like looking through their purse, wondering what type of magic can they spend to be able to come forward, and that's a burden to them because it's a burden, but it's always also a lesson because somebody kept things up as long as they did because they had money. It's a very teachable moment about whatever Empress energy is. Because you don't value people, and they've been warning you for a whole long time to get yourself together. You get what I'm saying? The benefit was to both people, but the person that continued on, that faith and belief for them to continue going day after day, they missed that lesson. It's like slapping a person in the back and running, I guess. I don't know. Somebody knew that whatever the way that they were manifesting would directly affect their health, and they saying yes, their heart, because they're not genuine. They're not a gift from God. They're phony. They just want to be seen that way. They want to be seen as as a person that still has an amicable relationship, but the inside of the thing that you can't see is it's just rotten. It's rotten. Embarrassment is delaying something. In this case, you know, I would say you get over it. Everybody does, including myself. You know, you can never miss something. You can miss an opportunity, but you won't miss what's for you. You get what I'm saying? It might mean that you need more training, or, you know, somebody don't want to get blocked. All you can do is come forward. Like, nobody can stop advancement. Like, excuse me, y'all. You can move lateral. You can go back and fix things. Like, that's what they mean by us being we are, what they say, multi-dimensional. You can go whatever direction you want. And sometimes the direction that you go on may be blocked for that reason. Like, magic ain't on everybody. Somebody is being spiritually investigated for keeping somebody stuck and still and not giving them opportunity. It is a man in question. He did not learn his lesson. He's not going to get some type of money or inherit. Wow. All I got to say about this, y'all, and that what I'm feeling is like, it's like, why'd you lie? You didn't have to lie. But this has been a lifetime of lying. A lifetime of lying was the lesson for this person. And it's like, why did you lie? It's finally coming to them that they've been lying to themselves. Like, I tried. Well, okay, let's say you tried, right? This is just like, this is not to defeat, but it's just about, I don't think that people are fully, I know they're not fully awakened or have that understanding of the investment in themselves. You get what I'm saying? It's been more about persecuting or fighting people that's trying to get you to go the right way. And then all your life you've been confused because people have misguided you. And then when you have a guide, you assume that they have that same flaw. This person don't let go of the past, huh? They ain't learned their lesson. Yeah. Somebody is taking action now to fix things, balance things out. They want to learn the lesson. Do they know that they inherited the lesson? That's the thing about Taurus. Do you know that you inherited the lesson from your parents? You can't really have an understanding. You'll be arrogant and full of ego if you don't understand that it is something as far as pattern recognition with behavior that goes on in my bloodline. That means, like I said, do you like coconut? If you don't like coconut, you're not going to like those things. Are you racist? Do you not like black people? Do you not like anybody of other culture? Because you're never going to know. You're never going to get to answer your questions. Do you not like this type of food? Do you not like to go to the park? Do you not like, you know, it's crazy. Somebody need to ask themselves, why don't I have peaceful peaceful sleep? Because you stress the fuck out and you stay that way. They can't see that. It's constant indecision. Now with me, I'm picking up, it's saying for me, I'm picking up on things that people have done for a long time to make things exclusive and block people out. And now they on the other side saying, damn, I don't want to be fucking blocked out. You know, now that the cycle is closed, they got to protect themselves. What is that? Something about binding, but I don't want to use the term binding there. Something about a first step is moving from the city. Something also about somebody kept accomplishments to their self. They're very private about that. And it's somebody that could be proud of their accomplishments, but they was binding people behind the scenes. You know, yeah, they was doing work, because that's what it said. They was doing work to complete a lesson. That don't go together. Discernment. Somebody being turned away. They're not going to get another opportunity because they are still selfish. They're still selfish and they're projecting that onto people. And they under judgment. So if somebody's under judgment, because when I think about this, it's so hard to understand the message, because when I say the message, it's like that could be anybody. But am I selfish? Hell no. If I got it to give, I'll give it. But to other people to perceive that, their perception may be, oh, you're not gonna talk to me, or you're not gonna be around me. You selfish then. It's all about a person's perception of selfish. You get what I'm saying? Like, because there really is no selfish. There's something that needs to be healed. Somebody need to give something a rest because if something has something to do with binding or control, that's that is a fucking personal problem. I'm reading about a personal problem, and I don't want to go too far. It's not that I feel insensitive to this, but it's a rite of passage for somebody. You know what I mean? If they want it, they have to go for it. Oh, to say the cycle is closed because they're matching. They are not choosing a vibration. They're not choosing a vibration, and it's time to heal and move forward. That is a lack mentality that belongs to somebody. It should not be projected or regurgitated to the collective that's trying to heal. That would make sense about when we have shifts in messages. I'm not gonna get on here and talk about dumb shit. Like, let me get to these fucking signs, y'all. Because somebody cannot move forward. That's a fact. And we keep regurgitating. No. You're not. No past. No nothing. It's over. It's done. It's completely done. Somebody is getting away from confusion. So that's congratulations to that. Somebody is trying to outrun a storm. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. But they will be able to get away from confusion for a while. Somebody's trying to outrun jail. I don't know. Whew, all I can say is I'm glad it's not me. Lord, outrunning the devil. What do we? Earth. Let me see if I can channel fast. So we doing Earth. This is a new cycle. Somebody cannot move forward. Earth signs will not be going back to the past. Earth signs are cutting their losses. They are going into this new cycle and they are not carrying the things that they have carried, not just for this lifetime, but several lifetimes. They have to learn how to pack light because their burden lasts for so long. Their servitude or their contribution to humanity has them, I'm trying to think of, their contribution to humanity requires that they stay still for longer periods of time and the servitude part for more people. So they have to learn how to almost live a nomadic lifestyle, especially when it comes to motivations and actions that they can take within a certain place or position. So basically moving around, okay? They're trying to put Earth into their fire energy. It's going to actually make them active. The reason they couldn't move was because of this energy. So they moving into a cycle where just the collective is, because we're all elements. The collective will be more responsible for their individual energy, which makes it light. So when people come to you or they're part of you, they will either be in gratitude. They ain't got to worship you and be at your feet, but they got to at least carry their own weight because Earth is not going to want to fucking stay around you if you are not, if they're burdened. You don't have to be resourceful to them. All you got to do is when they give you a resource, you fucking use it. You know, and it makes it simple because it's something about going towards building a global village. Yeah. This is a very high level concept. This talks about perception because we just went there. This is a new Aries perception during this cycle that we're going into that will bring people balance. You know who is codependent. Everybody codependent at a point. As long as you don't feel like you weighed down or burdened by that shit that they got going on. If I help you, can you balance yourself out? If I'm off balance, can we balance ourselves out? Will the scales be heavy weighted on one side? We talking about generational curses, things with our parents, things with our children. You can't eat. How you gonna still function with your family that you grew up and whatever your immediate family? Anybody that's not willing to go to be self-sufficient, how can they help you with that whole village that you raising? So of course you're gonna cut your losses and this right here makes so much sense to not carry anything over. You just know what you don't want to run back into. So when you go forward, you don't get as far into something that's going to take a whole fucking earthquake to dismantle. It's like, oh, this ain't for me. You know, that's it. I ain't got no feelings, no nothing. I'm just going to disappear into the bushes like Homer. Yeah. It's a whole community getting left behind. So we moving from generating forces. This talks about a lot of harvesting, because that's all Aries energy. Aries could be very significant. Aries for Earth in particular. Even if I don't make it particular, any sign that was used as a harvesting source, you are being disconnected from that source. Libra and Aries. So they saying Aries. Hold on, y'all. It's the full card, the Four of Wands. Okay, so when you look in the Aries part of your chart, that's where it's a problem with stability, because it's harvesting going on. If you have Aries in the sixth house, it's co-workers, or the time you spend in the house. If it's Aries in the third house, it's your siblings, and it could be one of your siblings or extended families. You know, just that's where the burden is. They don't know how to move fast enough for you. This is not bad. They don't know how to move fast enough for you. And the earth is about the earth is definitely here. They're gonna be forced to move. They don't have to understand why earth does it. Earth can already feel it. There's a transitioning or a shift occurring where I have to go now, because you've been put under that pressure to always be in survival mode, but you didn't know what you was outrunning in that higher sense. You get what I'm saying? You was outrunning your this what do you call it? Survival mode. Everybody in survival mode. People come to you for crisis, but they can't never find their ground. Or if they find their ground, they up. But when they fall, it's too much, too fucking much. So it's a higher concept, and that's why they're giving me the axis. Somebody thought they was a fucking judge. Yeah, they did. This person has heavy abandonment issues now, and I think that they're realizing that. And they've reached the end of whatever was they were supposed to heal. It's done. It's done. It's actual death here. Somebody is literally dying because of all of the things that they kept up. But it's like in their own heart. So this person is a person that doesn't navigate well. They really, I don't know if it's because they don't have an identity, but somebody is not really giving me bully energy, but it was there. But the bullying was specifically all of these things that people did to handle or keep somebody stuck when they need to know what route to take. So it's somebody that they know that they don't know it all. Is it somebody that's not willing to ask for help? They want to be over top of somebody, so they can't even get down to ask for help. This is a heavy pride and ego issues that I guess Earth was dealing with, and it's like, I can't do it. It ain't got nothing to do with you. The only person that is going to fester within is the people that you left behind. It's like, you know why I left you behind, because you never asked for no help. This is insane. I wish I explained. I hope I explained that to y'all. Like, yeah. Pride, when pride stop you from asking for help, then you got to admit that you're wrong. Then if you disbelieve in one thing, then that's asking everything else. Like, oh my God, you know, now you already knew you was living a lie, but you don't want to confess it because it's going to be like, damn, I got a lot to confess. Well, I don't know. Not my fucking department. Somebody to troll somebody. And usually when people do this, you weird and unique. You definitely fucking stick out. But to them, you look like a fucking goofball. And that's fine. That is an opinion that you are entitled to. The only person that will perceive that is the person that wants to oppress you and put you over top of them. They decide who you are and where you gonna go. Like, who got time for that? Like, the fuck, Pinky in the brain shit. This is somebody that does candle magic. Somebody that likes to just tap into you energetically constantly. Now, this is the last person you want to tap into. I'm sorry. Yeah, because wherever it is, somebody that tap in, they are in a realm that they feel uncomfortable. And it could be this realm for now, because it is paranormal. These are paranormal cards. But at the very least, people tap into energy, and now they are in disbelief because they've been living a lie. I don't know how you could not know that you're living a lie. I don't know. I have no idea, but that illusion is going to be ripped down so somebody can put into perspective, not for the person or the people that they oppressed and attacked, but themselves. They're going to have to be honest with themselves. So that shit is just like, wow. Somebody is having sightings or tapping into, so like I said, somebody is in a realm that's got them, they done just scratched the surface. You can't unsee what you're seeing. So that's wow. Yo. Orbs. Sorry, y'all, I don't see nothing. Something about somebody pets dying. Wow. It's terrible. Is it every time that somebody tries to find your location or track your location or tap into an animal or around you, their pets, their spirit could be fading as well. Yeah, you just scratch the surface with that. Somebody just scratched the surface with alien contact. Somebody curious and should not even be in this. Yeah, so somebody's mental is flawed. It's a lot of people in the spiritual community that mental is flawed. You can't tell until you can't tell. When they ungrounded and you see that this person, it says a distortion in thinking is hindering the process. So somebody has a issue within their brain that they may not even know about. They may not even know. And it could be something as small as somebody, this energy that I'm getting is somebody that uses, they need hate for motivation. Why you need hate for motivation? Why does it need to be a competition for you to shoot for the highest star? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Somebody got, like I said, hate. Somebody has some, they're very pissed. They jealous. It's they're enraged over jealousy. That affect the heart. See? They want to entice somebody. They want to lure somebody to a direction that is forbidden. See, and the confusion is I heard forbidden don't mean it can't happen. It can happen, but if the vibration does not match in the day and age that we in and universal law take place, the person that's going to be affected is the person that is doing the manipulation. So nobody needs manipulation. So somebody can't see that they being watched. Oh, they don't know. Okay. It says strive to see things through other people's eyes. So let me just tell you, this is what I would say to that card. Everybody does not have the same sensitivities. Everybody's not supposed to be doing the same job or tapping into the same thing. That's why curiosity kind of killed the cat. That's probably why I saw the faded cat on there. But it's just certain things that certain people can't tap into. But you can't tell them don't tap into it. The best lesson that they can learn is from tapping into it, right? So somebody tried to kind of hook up something. It's like somebody trying to leave breadcrumbs so they can get back to something. It's some type of spiritual manipulation here. It says somebody used some dark magic. Somebody used some dark magic. I wouldn't be that desperate, so I don't fucking know. Now this person is mad. They mad. Because something got rejected. They tried to lure somebody. And they cracked the portal. This cracked portal is never good. When I see this, you don't belong there. So it's like somebody was trying to access your new reality. It says reptilians, negative thinking. All right, what you got for Earth? Because I'm done. One card to sum up everything that I said. We're going into a new cycle. And simply people cannot go. Because they still not self-sufficient. They still have jealousy and bullshit like that. Intelligent haunting, flickering lights, manifestation results from focused intent. It's a lot of flickering going on in somebody's house. How does this relate? But anyway, let's read the cards. But somebody's sensitive to electronics. When they walk past stuff, the lights. I don't see this as a bad thing, but I will say this. If it's paranormal, the lights is flickering. You gotta figure out why. Because nobody's gonna be able to tell you. Unless that's what they specialize in at any point. Paying for that. Another thing is somebody is getting such an energy increase that they are walking past things and they cutting on by themselves. All right. It's longer meanings on my phone, but these are the shortened version. Intelligent haunting. It says premeditation, deliberate action, concentration, and targeted goals. Now, I'm going to flip this over, but what this is saying is there's a direct result happening from something that somebody manipulated. And it's not as though they weren't warned before. Curiosity is killing the cat, but they are doing it to themselves. You can't even see the stuff that's going on Earth, son. Y'all can't see it because you're not supposed to see it. They want to tap in and they want to know everything. They're going to be free to do that, but it's a price to pay. And if they're comfortable with that, hey. So this is something that's finally hitting somebody now. Let me see. They do know that their cloak is fading, or whatever false pretense or manipulation is waning. And they do know that there's some type of haunting going on in their home. There is a haunting. Let me see. They start to see shadow people. It's not funny. Scorpio, Aries, significant. So this their own mind doing this to them. So this is the last thing, y'all. This one I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop doing this because yeah. But anyway, this person is now trapped in their own mind. It's like their psychology is waking up within them to purge, but it's in such an uncomfortable way. And they gotten to a point where they're annoyed. They can't, it's hard for you to focus on your spiritual awakening and it awakening up at one time and you not being able to understand flickering lights, shadow people and stuff like that. It's because somebody was so laser focused on another person that they didn't do the work, and now all of that spiritual power and energy that they wanted is waking up at one time, and it's making them come to a realization that is extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, true alignment. Somebody false and they can't keep it up. Whatever lie that they were living, they cannot keep it up. So the angry ghost says, now is the time to acknowledge repressed anger. Somebody has this to deal with. It's somebody, if it's somebody that's leaving, you could hear them in their last days, they'll be talking about they see people. The closer they get to whatever this passing is, they'll start to say they see people because somebody knows that they are fading. Somebody knows that in fact their health, they're fading away, but they know why. Okay, they did something for a long time. They know, right? So let's go to the next one. A celebrity, tower, delay. What's the next one? We're going to do air next. That's what we're going to do. Somebody is burdened since you left. You completed a cycle. Did they know? No, they beating themselves up. They burdened because they know that they are walking away from a good thing, or they did walk away from a good thing, and they embarrassed, and they don't want to show that they was embarrassed. It might be I think it's a point in a time in somebody's life. This is something that is directly connected to air's confidence level. Okay, it's time for you to heal, and whatever healing that God is going to give you, He's going to make it equal. But you're going to need humility here for because this is emotional burden. So when it comes to air, y'all burdened by y'all emotions. You get what I'm saying? It would be easier if it wasn't so emotional, because usually you would be able to leave, but in this position you can't. It's something holding you there for that lesson. They're not going to allow you to expand beyond your emotions. Okay, so you got to deal with it. Okay. Air in particular, y'all going to need to look at the masculine energy and the father. That's going to be very, very significant. Because emotions is very confusing to y'all, and that's why they kind of have y'all kind of digging deep into whatever. The father is very, very significant, but it's like the karma of the father. This is about knowingly keeping people stuck. Okay, knowingly keeping people oppressed. You knowing that you are oppressed, or know that you are oppressing others. Sometimes I feel like it's foreign when I'm talking to air, but it's like I just saw somebody looking for options, things that they can do. You know, I feel like things that you can do is what you can do. And I think that sometimes the things that you can do within your means so you don't feel embarrassed is to say, this is all I can give, or I don't expect this. I don't want a relationship. So basically, y'all got to be straightforward. Y'all got to start to be straightforward because there are no more options to spend something or come. You got to start it. You got to be all in whenever you do something because they're going to be relying air on your emotions now. So y'all manifestations is going to be on air. On I hope I explained right. Sorry, y'all. It's going to be based on emotions, okay? Because I'm going to get confused. If you're passionate about something, you got to be real. You can't leave it. I feel like a manifestation is you put something out there and you allow the universe or others to take shape, but you know what you desire. And because you leave it out there floating, it causes you to be lost and you can't expand as much as you want because you're not trusting what the universe gives to you. And usually what they give to y'all is shit that is fucking horrifying, like death's bad shit that you see with your eyes that you can't fucking believe because they trying to get you to wake up and value life. How do you explain it? Like, you should be able to value life way before tragedy strikes, but that's the way y'all came in. That's the part I don't understand. So somebody really needs to look at their emotions when it comes to heartbreak, because heartbreak can stem from the father, okay? And then you had other people, this could be men or masculine women, that continue to keep you in heartbreak. Have you in indecision, like never choosing love or never choosing your desires because you already spin how fucked up something is going to be, you know? Yeah, and it's some type of confusion. So people projecting on y'all air. Paid for projection. Some people paid for projection. Some people paid to come in. Like, it's like, I keep hearing this. I require an audience with you. Who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's delaying the process of you healing. So, like, that's still oppression. You know what I mean? This person keep alchemizing energy when they need to heal. I don't know. Yeah, hard-headed. I needed to see that. So keeping something up is hard-headed. Yeah. Stop looking for another way. Something has come through the veil, and you know it has. You feel something so deeply in your emotions, and y'all are hiding it, and y'all got confirmation, and it's almost like y'all are ignoring it. It's something that's coming through the veil that y'all manifest, and you like, it's like getting a gift, and you say, oh, this is everything I want. Ah! Now, some cases, some people already had it, and some people it got away, and some people they're getting it now. So y'all in the decision-making process. You gotta come in all or nothing. Some people delaying coming in, like Oh, okay. So some people delaying coming in because of they are still facing some type of insecurities, what they think they should be and have, and that's good. I like that. So coming in slow, being a friend, building up a relationship to see what a person goes through, and it looks like they are letting you watch from a distance so that you can take all the preconceived notions you have of scripting something out like it's gonna be fucked up and let it be known that shit ain't true. You fucking made it up. You get what I'm saying? So it's, no rushing with air. Yeah. Somebody threw away a manifestation and they sad because now the attention is going somewhere else. The feelings, somebody can feel it. Somebody feel for another. And it's all about competition. Competition is trash. Yeah. Somebody not going the competition route because they know that's competing is a projection. Yes, that's what celebrities do. They saying that's what celebrities do. Okay, you know attack when you see it. It's more mental and from the mind. That's done. Yeah. Emperor's card. It was all an illusion. A lot of y'all, this was family stuff. Your family cast an illusion over you. You could be from the stars as well. Ooh. I don't know how I feel like this hit me in my soul. So something is drying up. I don't know. Anybody that cause, this is a collective, anybody that caused an illusion, anybody that is a false prophet in your family, on television, it's a permanent ending coming. It's a permanent, how it's gonna look, I don't fucking know, but it's a permanent ending coming. Somebody has been doing some death magic in the family in particular for a very long time. They relied on it. They've been taken from the family. They also saying it's people skimming off a city. So they got family that moved into local government positions, and they've been pulling from their own bloodline. Ooh, they've been doing it for so long. Yes, that's a secret message for the collective. That's what's delaying the process, and they all fighting. That's what's going on. People fighting for their life to move forward, the calmer waters. Yeah. And that's the projections that y'all feeling right now, because you're about to shift. Because you about to be for the first time I'm hearing, you about to be seen in your natural light. Either it will humble you, or you're going to humble yourself. This decision is going to be yours, because I got the King of Cups, and now I'm getting the Queen of Cups. Look, this is all about feelings. Somebody waiting for something else to come in. Somebody is truly invested in something else, and you want to be seen, or somebody want to be seen in your background that's just irrelevant. You know it's false. You already know. Person just want to bring a towel, because this is talking about somebody that's waking up in fear. I'm so thankful that I don't wake up in fear. Yeah. So it's something about moving in blind faith, and having patience. Like somebody, that's a burden to somebody. Like the last thing they want to fucking do is believe, what is it called? Walk in blind faith. Like, so I'm hearing, nigga, is you crazy? Yeah, and that's the karmic bond, or that's what y'all was in, like this mentality. That's what you get from the father. You get from the father that black mentality. You know what I mean? Suffering. It's not saying that it's not valid. It's just telling you what you're moving through and what you're trying to move out of. Like, you gotta know. Unfortunately, since y'all not as well versed in y'all emotions, no, not all of y'all, you won't know where you're going. You're gonna have to go with the wind. Like, yeah, go with the wind. It's going to help you with some childhood issues that happened in the past that may have been concealed or covered up, or it's something about two parents trying to make you choose which parent you're going to choose. There's a lot of parents that pit themselves against each other. Use discernment, I don't like saying because whenever I think about this shit, like, no, there'd be no fucking warnings here. So they did that to not only in the womb, but outside of the womb. It's some type of neediness that you needed a place to feel safe emotionally, and you've never had that. This is what's coming up when I talk about emotions, because people can get confused, but it's like you never had this level of nurturing. So what they did was they trapped your inner child. It's like, I'm the only one that can provide security. You can't trust anybody else outside of me. And that's a hell of a fucking life to live. So you basically, your parents, or it's not just parents, because they saying as you went along in time, people have always said, well, choose me. Choose me. Choose me. And you felt torn, and you had to walk away from everything. Wow. Yeah. Choose yourself this time. Oh, hold on. All right, y'all. So, yeah. So somebody is getting exposed. They being known for being hard-headed, but it's only gonna matter to the people that do this. This is somebody that always, they use sex for their problems, or this don't have to necessarily be about sex, but the way somebody approach it is just, I'm hearing it's played, but it's like nobody can learn the lesson but that person. They have to see it. Somebody's going to jail, and it's some type of receipt or payment that took place. And this has to do with somebody making them feel insecure, especially when it comes to money or security. You fuck somebody over constantly, or you don't want your mission. You don't want to do your mission. You don't want, now that God is giving you what you want, you've already said, hey, Mo. I think the dog's next door. Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. No, where was we at? Air. God is giving you a helping hand, okay? Somebody predicted is coming for generating force. Somebody was using magic to use somebody else for their stability, and yes, that's coming. Whatever's coming is not good. They're being investigated. Somebody is being investigated. So there's a lot of investigations going on with how people make their money, what they do for security and stuff like that. So, you know, they keep spying to see. They spying on your strength to be able to know which way to go. Know that if you go towards a place where you are causing destruction, you're going to be fucking blocked. That's a fact. Yeah, you're going to be fucking blocked because it's time to heal. You can't know there's no backsies. Yeah, it's time to heal. There's no fucking backsies. They already working on it. They saying the minute you take off and try to go back to wherever you caused this damage, they're going to fuck you up. And I don't know if that is, if they're talking to air or for air. Yeah, I don't know if they're talking to air or for air. So this is very significant with people that healed. Something about that mother and father energy. For a lot of y'all, this is happening in the ethers. The mother or the father is fighting over you or for you to be birthed back through you. And that don't necessarily mean that you having a child, but some of y'all is going to be energetic where you get a chance to actually be free and being loved and be nurtured and cared for without interference. So yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, somebody's fighting for control. Like, first of all, with this right here, whoever's fighting for control, if it is any type of thing to manipulate that crown, they gonna whip fucking ass, yo. I cannot fucking explain it, but they gonna beat a motherfucker down. I'm talking about as soon as they turn the ignition switch, I'd be scared half to death to go outside myself. Yeah. Woo. Is somebody looking for somebody, or they, I don't know, some type of canvassing going on. They saying no. Your judgment is to heal. Somebody just trying to block. It's something about projections, okay? They under judgment. This could be something about health. Something about health that they didn't want to, this ain't work. This ain't work because the ears that it fell on didn't matter anyway. Imagine running to the end just to see something you need to fix still in a race. You can never block this type of energy. And somebody is always going to be a winner in the sense that who they are and how they are is truly who they are. So it's other people that experience it that are not high up. Like, they just saying rest. Y'all, air signs, y'all need to rest because it's delays, okay? They're delays. And if the delays is not with you and your mother and father, your mother and father in the spiritual realm, this could be baby mother, baby father drama, even if you have not been with the person for a long time. It's like spiritual inheritance. Who will really benefit the kids? Like I said, the birthing process could be energetic, whereas who's going to take care of this lineage? Is it going to be the mother or the father? Who is actually beneficial? And the universe is deciding who's going to receive funding and all of the benefits that is needed for the family. You know what I mean? The family card, family events. Who has that integrity? So there's definitely some division going on there. Somebody is up in their head about an offer. We're not trying to predict that, okay? It doesn't make it bad or good, but somebody is in their head, okay, when it comes to a perception of whether they want to leave something behind. That is in this person's head and not in, but it's not about picking up or gathering any more information. Now it's about leaving something and actually taking action, putting action behind something after something has been left alone. Yeah. So this is a perception about whether to get married, whether to be in a relationship. Like it's all based on confidence. But like I said, it's something splitting here. Seeing yourself in a different light. This is really good. I feel it's good if you can reach that high concept. Yeah. Moving from a child to a man. Healing. This is something very new for somebody. Very unexpected. Not what they thought. But they might have been under the pressure that they could attack, or it was an attack that was coming to them. Now, yeah, somebody know they want to take action. They hiding it. But that's good. I mean, all of that stuff is good. Something is in fact coming for the past, though. Whoever did not do their job but expected to still be a third party or a clinger. You know, like, it's giving me the thing. It's like co-parenting. You can't co-parent if you were with the parent and you didn't parent while y'all was together. I don't make the rules. Definitely ain't me saying it. I'm just saying that's what's been delaying the process. It's almost like somebody had a hold up in the universe saying, I can't see my kids, or I can't be a father because they won't. Ain't nobody holding this person. They never held this person. This person is keeping up an illusion as though they are an active part in their offspring's life, a business's life, their work. You're not invested. So stop it. You're not invested, and it's not just a matter of stop it with air. It's saying you truly are not present, because it's two realities: the reality that you're in now and the reality that has left in the past. And it's not enough energy for both. So it's a forced shift and a forced separation to make sure the energy goes into one thing. Is it anything else? Closing a cycle, walking away. Y'all want to see the cards? Abandonment issues that has to be addressed for some of y'all, and some of y'all it don't have to be. Something that's completely over. It was a lot of hope here. I'm feeling a lot of hope, but that's over. So abandonment issues could be over for some of y'all, or you actually walking away from something that you work hard on, but it's an illusion. You know, I feel like this is people against y'all though. This is what's a cycle of learning, higher understanding. The higher understanding had to do with abandonment issues. Okay. I was walked away. I'm not talking about me, but I'm saying it for air. I'm speaking for air. I was walked away by everybody. Even if my parent was there for me and died, I was walked away. So I'm in an abandonment mentality. So now in my scripted future, I'm going to say everybody will abandon me. Now, the thing is, this is true because we don't own anything and we don't know how long a person is going to be in our life. But that's not what we sit and dwell on. Y'all literally been fighting for y'all fucking life. But it's all, the ball has always been in y'all court. Somebody caused judgment on somebody's work only because they tried to get their stuff together way past the time they was to get their stuff. They played too long. Yeah, too long. So basically, I was going to say they juggling. They saying they played too long for them to make a decision. Okay? They saying they played too long to say that they didn't know, they participated in something too long. A behavior, a concept, a thinking, to not know. You not knew for too long. For some of y'all, spiritual attacking y'all emotions. They know about everything. They know about everything. And I don't know who they is, but with their mother and father energy. Cryptids. Cryptids could be very significant. So more sightings and things like that. It's something around this person. And this could be spiritual work. Especially when it comes to a doppelganger. Anybody copying your energy in any type of way, because we're not going to go over that. But somebody has definitely been attacking your security. So for y'all, it's been more home stuff. Finances, chaos in the home, losing pets, animals, unexpected bills directly with the foundation of the house. That's been specifically attacked. Your security and your foundation. You got to come back to me if you wanted to be secure. Oh, fuck no, I don't. You get what I'm saying? That's the motherfucking problem. The problem is the person pouring the fucking concrete. You know what I'm saying? They really supposed to do electric. Stop playing. Wow. You can't come in their realm. If you come in their realm or their energy, and this Aries energy is very significant. This talks about a new cycle. They're going to see things that they don't want to. So for some of y'all tapping into y'all energy and watching you getting your back banged out, like, it's not something that, you know, everybody wants to see. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, people need to stop tapping into your energy. At the least degree, because I got to stop playing. Y'all energy is off the chain. At the least, a person still has hate and jealousy in their eyes. And because y'all are not, y'all separate, okay? We said it was hope in the cards, but they're witnessing things that they don't want to see. They not in love, so they don't want to see everybody in love. Like, y'all don't get the fuck out of my face. They don't have money, so they don't want to see people getting brand new cars and stuff like that. It should not fucking affect you unless it's something that you need to work on. The good thing is we can work on things. It's gentle. It can be gentle or it can be rough, you know? But this right here is saying you did not learn that lesson from that job, that person, those kids. So now we got you in another lesson. And you see it sooner than you saw it in the last lesson. So now you got, see, time slip. Ooh, I ain't even see that. But the time slip right here, this talks about somebody being here. Some of y'all, it's the right time for somebody to come in or for you to come in. And somebody know it. And that could spook the shit out of them. And for other people, they worked in that 2021. It didn't get serious until 2022. They worked in that window all the way up to 2024 playing games. They was like, I'm gonna beat what? Nobody knows what the fuck is going on right now. When you see the chaos, like, what are we talking about? That window is shut. That's what time slip means. You're not in love. Something about a love spell. They couldn't take you out of your body. Somebody was saying, I bet you I could take her or him out. Here's the gag to that, because they already gave me that download. They said whatever this magic that they was doing, whatever this was, the person had to get you to meet your demise without being around you. So they stuck because they cannot come back and return to the scene of the crime. That is how that works. Other than that, the secret society get found out, but they're going to get found out anyway. And found out, just like, surprise, I walked right into the sun. Oh my goodness. It says white lady self-imposed limitation. I'm sure it's what do you call it? A legend with the white lady, because I don't know who the fuck she is, but white lady could be very significant. I don't know. But I don't worry about things like this. I let stuff clear up on its own. That's how I do. Because I don't know about it. So why should I press myself to figure it out? You know what I'm saying? I say none of my business. It says the white lady. It says lack of progress, self-imposed limitation, obstacles, and self-sabotage. We already said it's some people that want to come in. It's some people that know that they need to be invested in their new cycle. Maybe they need to have a conversation and say, look, I'm putting in my resignation. I'm done here. I can't afford to do this. It's something there. I feel like in the past there's something that needs to be said that somebody is hiding. And yeah. But the self-imposed limitation for people that know that they get in their manifestation, but they don't know what to do because they may have lack. Start from friends. Ain't nobody rushing. Everything's gonna be fine. You know. But yeah, whatever I said at the end, self-imposed limitation. That's the ball is always in their court. Everything is coming out. It says something from your subconscious is trying to break through. So something is coming out. But everything. So we're going to get a lot of disclosure on reptilians, and basically, not basically was not the word. What was it? The reptilians, all of these disclosures is going to be specifically about, so because before y'all see them in the flesh, it's going to tell you about all the chaos that they cause using corruption, specifically when it comes to the military, the police. Because everything is interconnected. They were saying all the family goes into these local positions, and then it goes from there. Not with every person, but that's pretty much how it works. Put a favor in for me, if I'm family. Put a favor in for me because I'm the government. I could get you up to a higher. Yeah, it's a recruiting system, because they gave me the Jehovah's Witness. That was the first one they gave me. But anyway, so more stuff is going to get exposed about the reptilians, specifically with the military and the army, but that is going to be done at a galactic level. That is not something that we'll witness it, but that's not something. It's a lot of people trying to get away from something with that whole thing. They thought they would be able to lure. We get lure here. Emotions rising to the surface. Somebody still is in a lustful mentality, and that's not going to work. You can't pull on the collective with lust. And it has to do with, this wasn't supposed to go in reverse. It was like this. Somebody does not know who is watching who. Okay? Somebody also is not accepted into this energy. This energy is no longer accepted. So it's like a remittance. I don't know what remittance is, but somebody cannot get back in. They cannot get back in. They were under it's something here about a person that's a mole to get intel, and they were put there for intel. Somehow somebody lost their integrity and they're barred from something. Somebody could have been using a some type of government system to tapping into some government system, or tapping in using something that now they cannot use that technology anymore. So somebody's banned from some sort of technology. Oh, what was I doing? What the fuck was I doing? Oh, remittance. I think it just means you can't get back in. Oh, wow, it doesn't. It said a remittance is a transfer of money by a foreign worker or expatriate to their home or country. In a broader sense, it refers to non-commercial payment for a sum of money sent from one party to, ooh, nigga. Nigga, nigga, nigga. Excuse me, y'all. I don't say nigga. Somebody was getting paid for some type of work that they were doing for a long time until you got paid. Somebody was the informant. This could be in the family, or it could be the person that you was married to. Somebody was paid to be informant, and that's coming out. So it's not about you telling them. It's going to be known. Now, let me go to you know what? It says a worker sending earnings to family abroad, or a business to business B2B invoice settlements. This where the shit gonna get caught, because it ain't no hiding it now. These are receipts that has been going on for a long time. So we talking about all offshore banks, y'all. We talking about all offshore banks. Like, my hands got so fucking hot just now. Somebody done conjure something up for a home and can't even stay there, yo. They gotta be on the run. Wow. Now, that is what happens when you attack somebody's foundation. Like I said, somebody pouring concrete when they supposed to. They was just there for the electricity. All right, I'm gonna read this. This is the last card, but I'm just saying, somebody, not only are they, I don't know, it's just giving me a person in the house and they can't leave. If they try to leave, it's like, I hear agoraphobia, but I don't know too much about it. But that's what I'm hearing. It's like this person come apart. They can't. This could be anything. This could be somebody's bones that is so brittle that they cannot move. It could be a medical condition that's stopping somebody from moving. Their health that's stopping them from moving. It's like home monitor, but it's not the home monitor. It's like spiritual jail kind of. Somebody can't leave. They codependent on the energy. Whatever the self-imposed limitations, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Somebody is not on the same team. Somebody, it's like the cloak is coming down. But it's something specifically about B2B and payments. Well, what the fuck? I think we done with that phone. This is what I was reading to y'all. And it says possession. It says hijack will, unhealthy boundaries, denial, addictions, and habits. It's something it's a good thing that this energy cannot move. That's all I'm saying. It's a good thing that this energy cannot move. Let's get these are government cards. Be protected from their spiritual gifts. Is it? Oh, this why. It's somebody in a governing body. Military police is just here. They've been using this to switch things a lot. Somebody been doing this basically to steal power. I can't stand it for that long, because it's like they constantly was experimenting almost to see. It's like they keep doing things to you to see what your protection is and how you cloaking. But what's odd to me, without me reading it, because I ain't got time for that. What's odd to me, right, is I'm trying to hold the channel. What's odd to me is that they want to see how much damage you can take or how much abuse you can take, instead of how is it that you can take the abuse and damage and not suffer through so much. And they're experiencing that now. It's almost like somebody saying in hindsight, how the fuck did you do this and how did you handle it if I'm already like, I don't know. All right, we're going to come out of air now. We're going to go to, I'm hearing water. Something about touching a child, touching a child, and I don't know. This is for water. This could have been something that happened in the past. Do you know? Somebody is saying, do you know? They think they're going to rush in and be like, first of all, why the fuck is you rushing in? I just get certain energy and I just be thinking to myself, like, this is not just a black thing, but they want me to address a black thing. Why do people always have to come in with the news, the tea? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just a way for people to get back in the door. So this is significant with water. They're coming in at a time with this big news at a time where you don't need it and you don't care. The news is only news to you, to the person that's actually delivering it. I don't feel like it's something that's needed. So what if somebody has ulterior motives? I would say hidden intentions, but they telling me ulterior motives. It's just like they just want to not necessarily spy. They want to get their foot back in the door. That's all they tell me. They was part of it. They don't want you to pick up on their part though. That's what they trying to be. They just trying to hurry and cross the border. I don't know if that's significant or not, but what? And I'm hearing that country don't want you there. They don't want you there. A lot of y'all, for water, y'all escape towers. The real people is falling. And it's all about what you picking up on. What you picking up on is out there in the ethers. And if you got it, then everybody got it. Especially if you're a reader. They can't come to calmer waters with you. It's a dangerous place. Like I said, I think in the past read, somebody's trying to walk to the sun and thinking they're not gonna get exposed. What? This is a purification that's not gonna be physical abuse. The difference between walking into Aries energy and walking into sun energy, Aries, you go into there and it's action and it's motivations behind those actions. But with the sun, you are voluntarily walking in and you exposing yourself, your sun, your identity, your ego, how well you can handle it. This is what they mean by sun children. We're going to expose ourselves before you do. You can never weigh that. It's not even saying that somebody is better. It's just saying, can you expose yourself like sun children? Can you expose yourself like we do? I'm wrong. I did it. If I did it, if it's not a lie, so it's something about identity issues here. Somebody wondering if you know what they do for money. Do you know what you do for money? It's like two people spying on each other. It's either tell me or get the fuck away from me. It's one of the two. And it's not like a vulgar get the you gotta get away if you don't want to be exposed. It's like close your eyes. Yeah, this is a gift from God, because it's like this is supreme protection from God in the sense that when it comes to water, it's like we're gonna both spy on each other. But the real question is, why are we spying on each other? I'm picking up on something off of you and you picking up something off of me. And it may be good or bad, but is it even worth investigating? You get what I'm saying? Because if it's not voluntary information and I got a pry or you got a pry, what the fuck are we doing? Two people living a motherfucking lie. Ain't no fucking way. I don't like to waste time. No, thank you. Please, no. Like, this somebody want to know who you having sex with. And it's saying you having sex with a gift from God. Somebody to know they got a winner. That's what's closing the cycle. Wow. Somebody been doing something for a long time, water, to keep y'all stuck. And they being kicked out their fucking energy. I don't know. This is somebody that y'all sleeping with technically. But I tell you what, I don't like this fucking energy right here. Because they think they important. You important, but I don't know to who. You get what I'm saying? Only to people that they can alchemize their energy and keep them binded for a long time. Like, oh, I'm gonna fuck your face off. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Until that person lose their identity. That's what they're banking on, yeah. That's how they keep people stuck for a long time. But now it's a third party using some type of discernment to, I'm here to make things right. The confusion is in the giving. Does a person want to heal the same things? That has to do a lot with that interaction that I was saying for water. The interaction between you and another, investigating each other. Like for what? I mean, would you like to sit down and talk? Somebody is just like, I hate to use these words, but somebody is like a failure for what they did. They feel like a failure for what they did in the past, how long they did something, or what. Like, it's like, why would you keep a ship stuck if y'all both trying to go to land? I don't understand it. Because of perception. Because of the sun being exposed for endings. This person don't want to be known for endings in people's life. They've been alchemizing energy, but this is where the bad luck is coming from. This is where the bad luck is coming from. It's a third party fucking energy that they invested in. How long? I don't know. Whatever, what way? I don't fucking know. Because this was a match. Sexual match. I'm telling you. Fucking somebody face off? I'm sorry, y'all. Under judgment. Both of them? Yeah. Both of them is under judgment because they knew what they were doing. They said, I've got a game. Would you like to do this? And I said that they was doing it for a long fucking time. And that's why they can't move forward. That's why they can't move forward and something has been completely abandoned. It's a lesson. The lesson is how you move. It's how you move forward. But they telling me about Aries energy as opposed to sun. The sun, Aries opposed to the sun energy. It's the motivations behind it. You can't compete with a gift from God. And I hate it because these sound arrogant. That's why I had to ask the cards to be able to explain that to y'all. Like, I ain't trying to compete. I'm not trying to compete with God. I really am grateful and in deep gratitude every day that I wake up. I don't give a fuck how my situation looks because I'm just like, this is a great place to be. Fresh air, nice, things happen. But then you got motherfuckers that I guess from what we was reading in the cards, they gotta be in competition. If they cannot defeat a person's desires, a person will desire something. If they don't start tap dancing out in the middle of nowhere and put on a red shirt, then they gonna lose some. I'm leaving all of it behind. I don't even want to be on the show in the stage. Yeah, this is how somebody get their accomplishment. Somebody is a prowess when it comes to taking action sexually. Like that's what a person do. Hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They under judgment for it though, in some way, shape, or form. A baby could have came out this. The baby could have been aborted. That's still penalties. There are a lot of penalties that y'all about to witness for males in particular that knowingly had abortions to manifest things down here in this reality. Somebody paid for that. Trying to control something. This is a secret that's going to get exposed about two people that was doing work. They was paying to put somebody under judgment or blow the whistle on somebody. It's something here. I don't know who the fuck this person is. Paying some higher ups. Oof. They was doing it for a long time too. They was paying somebody. Now they being investigated for it and they can't move forward. So this person really wants to travel or was hoping to travel, get low, and they not this. It ain't happening. Like what? This is it's something about a whole community. I'm hearing they pitched in. They pitched in. It could have been ever since you stopped talking, or it's something about something not moving forward. They don't want something to move forward. It's giving me like settlement energy too. Settlement. God is working on my heart. But the time, can you really get paid for your time? You can't. You cannot get paid for your time. And I feel like some blood needs to be, it's not me. I don't want to say that. I just think that this right here is, I don't make the rules. And I'm just telling y'all, I feel so strongly that blood is the only compensation that can pay for this. I don't know how long. I don't know how long or the severity of each situation within this community or this group, but it's giving it to me on a grand scale. Because somebody thought they would get away. They figured if they separate from the third party, or they just, I don't know what the fuck they thought, yo. I don't know, yo. I don't know what they thought. I think I read on this before, and I want to stop it here, but it's like, getting away from them was one part of the problem, but that doesn't absolve you. It don't absolve you. This is somebody that y'all was not talking to, somebody that didn't want to see the end of something come, whether it's a money they was getting for a home. I don't know. I don't fucking know. You know for sure, though. That's a fact. It's something here about denying somebody energy, saying that they can't do something, or betting and saying that somebody can't do something just to find out that they did it. And they did it in the most, in the weirdest way. The hardest way is the most, what are y'all did it in the hardest way. And then it's unexpected. But the kicker here is that somebody can never come back from it. They can never come back into your energy. That's the rules. That's the law. Because whatever has been channeled is destroying the person that's going to do any type of work in any way, shape, or form to tap into your energy. And that is what's going to expose this group. It's going to expose a couple before it expose a group. Anytime that they tap into this energy, it's going to expose them. And somebody, all they can do is like fester about it. It's nothing that they could do, and they just pissed off, but they can't even show that they pissed off. That's fucking torture. It's like somebody got to be happy in a home, knowing God daggone well that they did some type of magic to oppress a person. Oppress a person after death communication. And they losing their contact with spirit because this person has some greed, anger, jealousy, and now it's putting them in spotlight. It's showing you exactly, not only with their children, they seeing it in their children, they seeing it, they're seen as a person with ulterior motives. It's just like they being shown in the light right now in an uncomfortable place through uncomfortable eyes. It's like everybody is witnessing something take place within a quiet, a closed group that usually does not pay attention to each other. Their job is to not see each other. It's something there about this like mind fuckery. Their idea is to not to see the fucked up shit that people do. And this could be very relevant to y'all energy, water. Because like I said, if y'all investigating, somebody investigating you and you investigating that person, it's more about why the fuck is we investigating each other. So we pay each other no mind and overlook all the shit that we do. But in actuality, what happens is you still have to pay for that. You just not seeing within that group. And now that group is seeing each other. They're going to see a couple first and they're going to be like, oh, I can set my course for this. It won't be exactly that, but yeah. There's something about a shift there. Somebody's mind is changing as they see the truth. They had to watch the truth from a distance, and that's good. You don't have the same thing that they have. Now, I don't know what this infection is. And yes, it could be an infection. It could be sexual energy. And I didn't get a lot of that there. But this could be paying for some type of false documents or medical records when it comes to somebody's health. And it may not be a STD related, but it also can be a energy that somebody put on somebody to make them look a certain way. But you can see that somebody is getting fucking bent out of shape. If you mention the shit that they do and hold them accountable, like I said within this group, man, listen, a box of rattlesnakes, somebody's shaking the shit out of it. Yeah, and it's hitting somebody now. Somebody know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ain't nobody got to tell them something. They are seeing somebody. They know somebody possessed, or they know who infiltrated a group. They know a person is running a game. They know what type of shit that game that they running. Like, wow, they can never fucking come back. The person cannot be trusted. They can never ever be trusted again, ever. Yeah, They being seen by everybody, hiding in plain sight. So I'm gonna give y'all two scenarios. Somebody can no longer deny who you are. They may not know why and how, but they can't deny what they fucking seeing. Okay? If it's something personal to them and it's an effect that they have on people in their environment, they know that it's them. It's fucking them. That it cannot be denied. Somebody is all of the confusion. It's straight clarity here. Yeah, it's straight clarity. Somebody know about their ex. Somebody so tapped in that they know that their old ex is dying. They know that their mental influence that they had over this person, their mind is being healed because they had them in a discordant. They had them in a discord, and somebody using dreams or stuff where your ears will be itching a lot because somebody is trying to put energetics in your ear, in your brain. That shit, man. When I say the magic that I done found out, like, fucking stupid. You got to be another species to be running a game like this because that shit I ain't never heard of. I'm like, dang, what time do you do this? You ever get sleepy? You know what I'm saying? Who got the money to buy fucking candles and fucking copper wire? Like, yo, it's like somebody wanted to know. It's like they want to know who you are. I know that's not it, y'all. I can feel what I'm trying to tell y'all. They don't want to know who you are. They didn't have any intention of tapping in this far. They don't want to fucking know. You get what I'm saying? It's just that they had to prove that you wasn't who you are, or you got something to hide. Something they had to prove you being false. And now, because they knew you wasn't false and they was only trying to prove you false, they didn't understand that it would bring this wild ass shit to the fucking surface. So imagine somebody doing magic on y'all water, right? This is why you do nothing, and I tell everybody to do nothing. They do magic on you because they was taught magic and they've seen it work. And they start doing stuff to you, and then things start happening, and it gets worse as time go on to a point where they say, hey, something ain't working. You're not letting me come back. You never gonna let me come back. You're talking about manipulating the masses, water. You're talking about people feeling confused about their emotions. Should I go back to the past? Should I go forward? It's forward. You're not going back to the past. The past is not even going to be there for y'all to go back to. And see, I said multi-dimensional because it's things that we can go back and fix, but it's going to be actual vessels that won't be an opportunity. It's going to be a new improved thing that gets a flower or animal. I don't know what they're going to be turned into, but this confusion about emotions, that shit's going to be nipped in the fucking bud. That's the heaviest universal law that's going to come in. Thin places. Nature has the answer. So this is talking about a positive shift. Knowing who is who. Spirits guide somebody. Okay, they still alive. They are who they say they are. It cannot be denied. Somebody is tapped into something that somebody unintentionally took them to. They did it on their own. Like, what are we talking about? People do what they want to do, you know? Now, these shadow people, it says, let me tell y'all the card. It says suspicions confirmed. So I don't think that somebody was intentionally trying to find out who are you talking to? What are you talking to? Are you psychic? Everybody is psychic. Everybody is psychic for themselves first. Yeah, let's get that out the way. Shake that energy off, y'all. Everybody is psychic for themselves first, and it comes to your physical body. Do I like the way I'm living? Do I like who I am? I may not be able to do things about my environment, but my physical vessel, I can. It's going to start in the mind, and that's how you're going to treat your body and everything that you come in contact with. This tea kettle, this bottle of water, this coffee. You know, I like this coffee, for example. But is it healthy to drink every day? No. Treat yourself today, but make sure you put that water back. Like common sense, you know. Even if I don't know it's dehydrating me, I know that I can't have coffee every day. That's what I fucking know, y'all. I don't be trying to make something complicated, but somebody that tapped into something and they wasn't even trying to do that. It sounded like they had some type of They got something to hide for sure, that they was controlling you. They don't want you to know that they was controlling you or why they was controlling you. But hey, let's move past it. Not my problem. Somebody is, like I said before, here's the shadow people. Somebody is starting to see shadow people. It says loving spirit and empath. This empath card means somebody cannot come back over. They cannot come back over into your energy. Can't come back over because it's something about their feelings that they need to get fixed first before they go and hurt other people. This person they want to be seen but don't want to be seen. And it's giving me that it's a reason. If a person want to be seen but they can't be seen, it's because of a position that they didn't deal with. Okay? It's not something that I need to investigate or find out. You know why you can't come out into the public for whatever reason. Somebody knows beyond a shadow of doubt you get messages from a higher source. Like I said, yeah, because you listen to your body. Why'd you leave? Why'd she leave? Let's fuck with her money. Let's fuck with her house. Everybody got the same fucking scenario. So we know that the thing is running collectively. But it's like, I don't care. All I know is fuck the money and all of the security and stuff. I got to move forward because I'm being led to go in the other direction. And it is way more powerful than me staying back and trying to investigate why. Something saying get the fuck away. And that's all I know because my body is telling me that. Just like you see every time you feel sick and you can be like, something I ate. No, nigga. Every time you show up. Pattern recognition is a fucking beast. It says Nordics, renewed love of kind. So this is like, this card right here, not only does it talk about the New World Order in this deck, but it talks about matching the vibration. If your body is good, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel energized and all that. Y'all heavily sensitive to competition. And the air of mystery draws in. But just know that you investigating each other. But why? You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be investigating. It should be so open and sharing your feelings. And yeah, I ain't got time for it. So I talked to water about this for a long time. And it says past lives. It says healing issues of a karmic nature. So this is what I want to say, right? When it comes to the New World Order. Because I've constantly come up, and it sounds like I'm bashing some of y'all signs sometimes, but it's like, collectively, how our mother and father taught us, and how we was taught by people that love us, what our worth is. So I'm picking up on a female that was taught by someone to be vicious, whether they prey on men or whatever it is, that their power comes from their sexual power, their ability to, it comes from out their sacral chakra, but they using that to have influence over others. There's something that needs to be addressed there. Okay. It's not about, it's like somebody thought that if you wasn't around, then that would kill a feeling. That's not how things work. You're not trying to hold on to somebody. Somebody is holding on out of a necessity because of an unresolved issue with you. And people take offense to that. You ain't got shit to do with that. Like the shit that we got to get sorted out down here is just like, come on now. So whatever this is a past life issue. That means that several reincarnations that water went through. Okay. People just don't have this effect. You get what I'm saying? Overnight. It's something that is within themselves, very, very deep and very rooted, that they need to pay attention to, but they don't want to. They want to be with people that don't see them. If you don't see me, I can't fix myself. I can tell you about you, but who gonna tell me about me? Not coming from a jealous or hateful perspective, it's gonna hurt my feelings. But if I know that it's true and I fix it in myself, God damn it, I love you because you told me the truth. It's not about it being easy. It's the fact that you really care for me and you willing to hurt my fucking feelings in a constructive way. This is a motherfucker that want to live a lie. Yeah, they are haunted. This right here is haunted. Something is fading. But whatever it is was fading. They had no control over keeping it solid. It's not real. They have no power. They have no fucking power, y'all. This person going to jail? Is a person in jail? Okay, listen to me. There's going to be hauntings taking place in jail. Oh, Lord. Lord. Could this be one person? Yeah. Okay. But there's something. I'm getting an electric chair. There's something. Oof. I think I know what celebrity this is. Whew. Oof. Oh, yeah, money can't buy. Can't get you out of this because it's from a past life. This is the sacrifice that is required for the new world order. This is the celebrity. This person tried to attach something very, very strong for power, and taking this energy out. First, the energy that was imposed or oppressed was taken out. And now the person that would do this again is getting taken out. And it's going to be a lesson for everybody underneath of them, because there must be people underneath of them. It says orbs. Clarity comes for something that's elusive. This is something that I feel like we're going to all witness. It's something coming in that we're all going to witness. Tracking location. And this the reason that this demon got is just a demon is used for money. The reason that this was destroyed is because of what they were tracking. Whatever they was looking for is the reason that this entity, because it's saying no, they want access to the new world order without doing the work. If you ain't done whatever this work is, and you at this level with this type of magical manipulation, basically, if you haven't learned your lesson and you still run a game on niggas and bitches, okay? Anything fake, false marriages, lavender marriages, anything. They saying it's gonna make you itch real, real bad. You're gonna be breaking out in all types of different rashes before you'll know. You'll know. Somebody here touched children or did something with children. These children could be celebrities, children of light. And they saying the reason they calling them children of light is because they supposed to give testimony. You cannot bar them from testimony. You cannot pay them a fucking settlement. Not this time. You can't. Look, what it say? Embrace childlike joy and candor. That's why these children was in place. That's why these ones got victimized, because you cannot take from them their speech. It's like you paying a settlement, right? And then you want to put in your settlement your non-disclosure that you can never talk about it. It's their right. It's their birthright to be able to talk about it and expose this. You can't bar that from them. Ooh, nigga. I just can't stop. Scorpio energy is very, very heavy with this water. They continue doing this from a past life. I really need y'all to understand how fucking big this is. We talking about humankind. Hold on, pull us back. We talking about humankind, and they did this experimentation for a long time to be able to pull for a whole big network. Okay, it's a network of shopping, human top of the line. And I don't know what type of sorcery is what I want to say that they did this, but they knew to do it over lifetimes. This is like, woo, they've been running this for decades. And whatever this is, it's a large berserker energy that got destroyed. I want to shuffle one more out there for y'all. But yeah, it's something that had a hold on the whole collective, y'all. Could I say these people are greedy? Absolutely, but it's not what they're giving me this energy of a game. This is the game that people was running. It's not giving it to me as one entity. It is giving it to me, but they telling me to explain to y'all that's the game that people was playing. Hustling each other. Just to find out two people, they hustled each other. They used to hustle each other. They got paired up, and now both of them hustled each other. That's just the way it's supposed to end. Somebody got played out their spot by somebody that they was playing. It's just shapeshifter. Somebody assumed somebody was a shapeshifter. Wrong. Well, the only reason I'm saying this is because there's something about people perceptions. You can't change a person's perception. The only way that a perception can be accurately changed is if somebody see it for themselves. If I say I believe in aliens and I saw an alien, which I didn't. But I'm saying if I believed in aliens and I saw an alien, I don't give a fuck whether you believe me or not. I know what the fuck I saw. So I always give the example if you and I are sitting and we're having lunch and I see a spider crawl across your shoulder. You don't see it because it's on your shoulder, but I can see it and it's scaring the fuck out of me. So when you look at my face, you see, and you see me back away, you can read that without no fucking words. You can tell that the fear in my face is real and my body is already reacting. Because if you jump over here, I'm going to knock your head off. And you won't know why. You just be like, she bust me in my head. I'm going to box you up. Whatever. I'll let my baby start a YouTube channel and they banned her. I wonder if she's listening to me. Anyway. So this reptilian power, or whatever this power is fading. It's a whole race, and it's a bunch of shapeshifters running them up. Because this is the card that was shown to me. It's a bunch of shapeshifters. That's why they got to run this game, and that game has played its last thing. They don't want to see the end come. They don't want to see the end come. I'm hearing income, but they don't want to see the income. Somebody is attacking somebody. They fucking attacking somebody, but they know it because whatever they doing is not fucking working. No. It's not about somebody being lucky, okay? It says good tidings on the home front, but it's in reverse. Y'all seen how the card came? They cannot rock this foundation. You know why? The collective will always have a place. Because it's basically saying you'll always be provided for because no matter what home they kick you out of, Earth is where you're supposed to be. Unlike the reptilian race, it's just, I don't make the rules. So you'll always have a place. You'll have another box on the box that you come from. Well, it's the ball, but I'm just saying, this is your realm. So you're supposed to be here, so you'll always be provided shelter. But for reptilians or people with negative intentions, they're not going to be provided for. Well, what? What they got to pay for? First of all, is something looking out for you. The attacks ain't working, okay? Somebody thought that you was contacting the dead. Because obviously that's what shapeshifters do. Shapeshifters apparently, because it's telling me here, they just conjure up the dead all the time. It was never, they're saying that the conjuring up the dead and all of the work with the dead across every single religion you could think of, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever they use to conjure up the dead, that is the dirt. It's in the dome. But then outside of the dome, there is something else. So when they conjure up the dead, they saying it's energy. I can conjure and pull up energy from anywhere, any source at any time. So I know that that energy is out there for the taking. But they didn't know about the energy over top of that. They didn't even consider it because it's not a thing. We are focused on the energy that is accessible. All of this collective energy of people that's been put in the ground or can be destroyed. But not nothing outside of that. Well. It's hitting somebody now. They saying, you know what? It's possible they might be getting their intel from somewhere else. Where or who? I don't know. But it's causing these type of shapeshifters to be on the run. They can't even focus on following you, gang stalking you, or doing anything. I mean, on the run. I'm seeing somebody trying to get on a plane, and I'm seeing somebody being banned. They banned from a certain location, so somebody is just island hopping. That's all they can do. That's all they can do to keep the lights on, because they know that you have a connection. For your original descendant, you belong to a lot of stuff that ain't ready to be talked about, and it's not even no point in tapping into it because it's creeping the person out. It's making them unstable. Well, somebody that's angry. I know New Jersey just had a tornado, a distortion in their thinking process. Yeah, it's only messing up their mind. It's messing up their mind. It's not even this. We ain't ready for this yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm telling y'all in a way that y'all can understand it, and that's how I get my transmissions. So I can sound crazy all day, but that's how I get my transmissions. And then I try to break it down, and then we can see it in the 3D and real. Because, you know, what's the point of us talking about this if they're gonna keep hiding the disclosure? People have to figure out it on their own. Poltergeist. It's something about the dead. They back for these energies. They want what you owe them. Anybody conjured up the dead, they want what was old. That's making a person angry. They pissed about that because they was being watched the whole time, or you constantly watched. Yeah, they saying that you was constantly watched. They knew that you was controlling the person the whole time. They watched everything. They watched the person treat you like a fucking dog. They watched somebody have you on a leash. Yeah. This is somebody, a crossed over loved one is significant. Okay. Tarot cards. Somebody thought, I don't know what they thought. That's their perception. You don't know who's reading who. A lot of people don't know. That's why sound advice is very important. That's why me taking my transmissions and breaking them down to the 3D, because magic is not going to affect everybody. We ain't seeing this stuff yet, but you know the energy around you is what we need to focus on. And I'm spending a lot of time in water, so this must be a collective message, but it's like, it's getting bright because I'm leaning into the camera, but you can only be mindful of your home, okay, and your energy. We are all new to this. So that's where our main focus can be. It would only be a disadvantage to the people that's monitoring you or trying to keep track of you, because they obviously have agenda. That is a life or death situation. That is why. You don't need to know why. We go back to that. They investigating you, you investigating them. Well, we don't need to be around each other at all if we cannot openly communicate and express ourselves. You know? Unless we know we doing shadow work, and we're going to stay there because yeah. Anyway, this could be somebody's parent, okay? Somebody also could belong to the Nordics. This also talks about people that need to be in close proximity. If they're not close proximity to you, they do not have the harvesting energy that they need because they're obsolete species. So somebody has been focused on the fountain of youth or keeping their energy intact, because there is something here that it says strive to see things through another's eyes. So somebody is trying to see, but there's something is flawed. Something is flawed. The more they try to claim a person's energy, the more that they're going to disintegrate. And they just scratching the surface. Right now, everything is coming out about this person that keeps tapping into his energy. It's like everybody's looking, okay? They sick, or people feel like they contaminating them. They might be kind of, what is it called? Quarantining themselves from this person. They realizing somebody is false or somebody sick. I don't know. Somebody, your spiritual gifts are required. Somebody wants some spiritual advice for something that's not going to move forward. Let's get into them now. Let's make it personal. Somebody, oh, the dead is who's telling all their business. There you go. That's what they want to know. The dead is telling all of their business. People that crossed over and passed. This could be through toxicology tests. It's giving me a lot of stuff. Unaliving notes. It's stuff that's going to be brought to light about a lot of things where people that took their self out, they hid some type of information. They're going to be going through things. Ooh. Wow. Somebody is seething beneath the surface. That's what this means. Okay. Somebody is seething beneath the surface. There's nothing they can do but seethe. They're in a position where they can't do shit but be angry. They can't do anything. Gag orders, quarantines, implications where you can't talk to the people or travel or be around the people. I don't know what that's called, but I'm getting like a court case where you like nobody can talk, that close whatever. It's very rare to see this from this person or this energy. It's very rare. This is a very uncomfortable position. Yo, distortion in thinking process is hindering. Somebody has distorted views about themselves. They have, I'm not a doctor, y'all, but it's like some sort of disease where you think you ugly, but you know it's a perception. I forget what that is. You think you ugly, but it's in your mind. Nobody can help you with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is ugly because everybody look different. You know, society can impose that on you and think that you are undesirable. But uh, disorder when you think you ugly or not beautiful. Body dysmorphic disorder, BDD. And this has to do, this perception, there's something wrong with this. There is a delusion and there is a mental health issue here. But it's showing this person in the 3D what makes them unattractive. And this person is so haunted by things that they conjured up and by being a shapeshifter and losing their identity over time by having a conquest over people that they feel haunted to where they can't even leave the house. I don't know what the fuck this is, yo, but it might be their actual, the way that they look why they can't leave the house, because they didn't tap into something that may be aging them rapidly, or it's something, like I said, quarantine, something that's keeping this person from leaving. Let me read this. This is the last thing. I spent a lot of fucking time. This was a collective reading right here for sure. Lake Monster, it says sudden intensity, eye-opening, explosive, unexpected emotion. So I would say that somebody is holding back a lot of passion, but if it's somebody in the past, from what I know, that's done. Like whatever it is completely over and done. If this affected you as a child or had intentions to affect your children in the future, this is why something can never ever come back and it's going to be destroyed. Not just this time, all the time. We need the children to be free. We need you to be free so you can join humanity. So this energy, this shape-shifting and running energy, playing energy is completely done. And anything attached to it will, and it is going to be destroyed. This is testimony time. Everybody has the right to speak and nobody can do anything about that. A lot of y'all been tapped in for a long time to the dead. But just for to find out, not only are you tapped into the dead, you tapped into something way beyond here that you can't even explain to people. You tapped into their body and their physical vessel more than other people. You can't explain that to somebody. Like, how it worked, I don't know. I haven't eaten yet. I just had coffee. You know, it's like we got other shit. Nobody's fucking tapped into their shit 24/7. Like, boring. And I think that's it, y'all. Somebody definitely thought they had the advantage, and man, whatever they got, they like, Lord have mercy. What a gamble. All right, next. I almost cut it off, y'all. And I do that sometimes. So now we're gonna go to. Sorry that took so long. Fire. There you go. Woo! You can't be lured to come back to the past. I'm gonna shuffle those later. What was that? Hold on. A mental entrapment. I can't understand it. Y'all being shown where y'all mentally entrapped and where y'all dried up at, where things is drying up and it's nothing you can do. Whether you want to see that and are comfortable enough with changing your direction or your perception is going to be totally up to you, because you can stay there as long as you like. When I found out, it was well before the person, people, places, things told me. It was me trusting myself and my body and saying, I'm looking at the person. I'm going to give y'all a person example. And I'm saying, I can clearly see where the good times is in your life, because there is reference in your 3D reality, what you watch, how you eat, the time you eat. That's a lot. Everybody ain't like that. But pattern recognition, human behavior, when you come from, I'm going to call it an autistic perspective, because I don't know, I'm not diagnosed, but I studied my children so I could see that their pattern recognition, and I still don't even, I don't even know why they do the things that they do. But I do know that it is a lesson for me, and I have to learn on their terms. So I learned a new language, which is emotional intelligence. Because if you're not going to talk to me, how are we going to communicate? I got to watch what you do and see how you respond. Okay. So Whether you're comfortable with seeing that and acknowledging it, you can stay there for as long as you like. Okay. But being in denial about seeing what power and control you have over whether somebody has power and control over your thoughts or you got over there, it's drying up and it's nothing can be done. Twin flame, karmic twin flame. This takes a long time because you have to learn a lesson, and the lesson stems from it's like you held still in a lesson mentally until you break that, and that means that you got to break a behavior, a belief, and this could have to do it's something about your father's side, and it's something about your father's side of the family, um, your father's karma, your father's lessons. Yeah, because it's something about the perception of moving forward. Like it's something like I can go get another woman. Yeah, but you could go, and I'm speaking to a woman, a man. Somebody's like, I can go start somewhere else. Okay, yes, you can start somewhere else. However, when you start, you're not, it's not that you can't start somewhere else. It's the way you start, the perception, leaving something behind and leaving emotionally imbalanced. Not like I could go get somebody else. And that's male or female. That shit don't work, man. I'm about to get fucking irritated. And let me tell y'all why. Because I just need to verbalize this as much as possible. It's like, it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid because it's time to wake up. It's fucking stupid. It's not a fucking game anymore. And I'm saying that, but the shit is fucking played to the point where everybody gonna wake up. It's not anybody that excluded from it. I think this is why I'm getting pissed off because somebody has a belief that people should deserve and they should get things. You too invested in worrying about that. It's like I leave something behind and I say, watch it get fucked up. Well, you might be in fact right. Okay. And I feel like it says 90% of the time you are. However, you took something with you. And you always take something with you. And the thing that you take with you is something that you don't need and it needs to be permanently left behind. And it has something to do with the person or you wondering, where is that person? What are they doing? I wonder. You know, it's like doing something bad to somebody and then we're feeling remorse about it. And that's weird for it to come out like that. Because intentions to end things for people or hoping that they die when they get left behind. I hope everything is bad for you. No. Somebody could be calling judgment or somebody's judgment is death. Yeah, somebody's judgment is death. It's all major arcana for fire. So this one was first. All fire signs is significant. Scorpio, transformation, do or die. All judgments are final. Damn. All judgments are final. Because I'm hearing fear, codependency, like y'all was at the end of y'all thing. So it's like it's we way late in the game for anybody to say to you or to you to say to another person to say, I didn't know. I didn't know. It's too late. It's too late. Look, this is still somebody wondering, oh, is it too late? I would say in this scenario, it depends what it look like on your side. I don't want to know though. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't fucking know. A delay, somebody trying to delay their judgment, delay a court case. Somebody is doing all of this work to delay a court case, and it's not like they don't know it. They juggling money, so it's like somebody got desperate for finances. They'll do whatever. Integrity here, integrity, integrity. It would be something that you would feel, not your client. I'm sorry I'm talking like this, y'all, because I'm just like, it should be heavy. This talks about other people's money. You knew where you was getting the money. You knew what you was getting it for. Okay. There was a grace period. Something about informant. Something about family. Some form of payment. As long as I'm getting paid, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody still spying to see if they're at work. Well, the way you see it ain't gonna be the way you like it. Something is spoiled. Yeah. Another thing is somebody spoiled somebody rotten. Somebody know the truth. Somebody know why a person is the way that they are. Somebody has been feeding a tyrant. Somebody been feeding somebody that and this is what they use. They use this to their advantage. They use the time or the money that they have to abuse other people. Like, what the fuck? Now I want to be under judgment. Hey, not my department. This could be a lover that you had. This could be family. This could be siblings. This could be anybody that want to copy you. Anybody that want to compete for a relationship. You can have it. I mean that from the I ain't gonna fight for shit. Except my children. That's it. And I'm not gonna fight for that because I ain't got to. They safe. You know what I'm saying? They good. So I hope you ain't pay for that. I don't know what that the third party did. And somebody might be trying to get you some type of information that's connected to some type of money, or this is insurance money. Somebody trying to, I don't know. It's something about something upright, trying to make things right. Jail. They keep making up why you moved away, where you went to, why things was over. Somebody tried to attack. They've been paying for somebody to attack or trying to get information to you. It's getting rejected so that you are not energetically involved. You ain't got shit to do with this. It is a third party system that only involves the third parties now. And I'm saying that, and they telling me that still don't make sense. But it's like it only involves the people that know that they celebrated off of whatever it is. Something here is cursed. And it has to do with family, okay? Because they try something 3 times, and the third time is the charm, because then that's your ass. Like, whatever they was doing could send them to physical jail, okay? And whatever offer they made it's hitting back in the form of jail. Yeah, being binded, but being binded to the lesson, the weight of the lesson is going to jail or being barred spiritually where you cannot tap in anymore. And you get a new start because you healed. Provided you heal, but it's all based on humility. It's telling me humility again. Are you, in fact, that healing vibration? Or is it a projection? Very sensitive to vibrations, especially projections. How do you know if something is projected on you? Because it's not happening in your reality. My plants are not dying, they're thriving. So I'm feeling something in my mind, and before I can make it manifest in my reality, I'm going to say, it doesn't make sense. It just don't even make sense. Yeah, something about a lack mentality. Somebody was in a lack mentality when they did work. Somebody did work to make somebody move away, or because they did whatever this work is to keep them still, is exactly why they're not around them. Because for a very simple thing, somebody wanted to use money and their time as control, and that is a tactic for somebody. Like, all right, I ain't gonna give you time, I ain't gonna give you money. Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I'm going to take a mental note of that and go where my time or money can elevate in even the slightest sense. Because you obviously don't want me here, but you secretly do. That's weird. That's some weird shit. Somebody has to show their true colors, and the only way they can do that is to match a healing vibration, and they can't do it. They cannot do it. Somebody got to make a decision. They delaying something, but this is a personal problem. Somebody's still going back and forth in the fire energy. It's going to lead to jail or being barred from spiritual gifts, and that's going to be a gift to God for the person that has been delayed. If you are a person that's been delayed, there you go. Somebody been using projections to attack. That's what they use as a generating force. They use that for their stability. They project endings on you or money problems on you, and it affects your home specifically. Because a lot of people need your security. Why do they need you secure? Because they need you to be in a certain location, and they need you to stay in that location because it's something that they do with the alchemical process to throw hardships at your house, but the location is not known. Somebody said they should have never waited. It's a third party that you can't see. I don't even give a fuck. Like, this shit is dumb to me. This person is accomplished as being a third party behind the scenes, and now this motherfucker's invisible. Like, that's what you, it's got to be what you want. They like, ha ha ha, okay. They in their own mental entrapment. Do y'all understand that this person there's something here? Their warped reality is in their mindset. Wow. And this is causing somebody else to come to you, and so you can move forward. That wasn't the thing. The thing was to get you stuck, not for you to eliminate everything behind you. Yeah. This person know that they paid for some death magic or endings in your life. They know that they did. They know they paid for it. And then they know, on top of that, the card behind that was saying they know that they was immature. This is something that was taught to them as a child. And if it wasn't taught to them as a child, it was, what do you call it, projected on them as a child, and they used it to their advantage. They said, oh, you know what? She get a lot of attention from boys, and I see that she got new shoes and she got a purse and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out here. That shit, how long is that shit going to run? Are you going to even feel like entertaining people just for something temporary? Is somebody here saying, I have a home and you don't? Okay. It looks like you're going to have to keep up some sort of rhetoric, because this is fire. This is somebody projecting this on you, so it's coming from outside in. They're having a hard time at maintaining whatever it is, whatever this facade is, whatever this projection. They're loving where they live. They're loving who they with, and it feels great. But you don't care. This is petty shit. Nobody cares because you're clearly moving forward. Yeah. You are the winner. Winner is not a real word. Winner. So you won, but winner is not a true. It's like you chose yourself. So by you choosing yourself is what made you, all the competition put their eyes on you, because they like, where you going? Get down here with your stick. Like, nah, I'm good. Don't you see this new car I just got? It's like somebody trapped in car payments. They can't travel the world like they want to. So they got an expensive life on a 3D, and they got a car, house, all of that stuff, but they got to keep it up. Like, it's like working like a damn slave. Somebody is owned by the government. It's just like, ugh. Their job is to block you. It is it's a couple here, it's three, it could be 1 or 3 people that have to continue blocking you. They got to live a double life, so they got to be over here in this life, but they got to be able to block you to do it, and they can't do that because all the things that you would compete with, you've left behind, and you've chosen something that's outside of their scope. Either it cannot be touched or they don't know about it. And somebody cannot see your location of your home. Okay? And I'm talking about spiritually. They can't flip shit for you because they don't know what's going on. They can sense it, but they can't see it. What I say? You left. Let me go manifest somewhere else. Because you know what? The flowers in my yard are dying. I'm just making it up. But anyway, whatever. A Cancer could be very significant in that. A mother figure could be significant because they saying Cancer is out there for sure. Like, leave the third party option. If somebody ain't going to choose you, this third party, do you need to know if it's a third party? I'm trying to think of any time that I got cheated on or got ignored. The attention wasn't on me, and I don't need all the attention. I just need to know that you want to be where you at. And if you're not, okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain when I go somewhere else. The only way you would complain is it's a hidden agenda. And I don't know if all parts of this conglomeration, this little group, know that. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. It's like the sun left the building. Somebody want to be seen. We got somebody that want to be seen, but they can't. You know why? Because they got negative intentions, okay? And it's like you could not have plucked this person out. You would have had to remove your energy, stayed removed, and now you're going to see the cause and effect actually take place where it's supposed to take place. They would have never. It's almost like you was protecting them. Yeah, somebody is being watched over, and they watching these people. Somebody don't want to get sick. because they was doing something to attack you to make you leave. Hold on, y'all. I got burp. Somebody don't want you to see how they was flipping things back and forth. It don't matter. What I say about this haunted house. It says castle ghosts start anew, a fresh breeze overtakes the old and obsolete. Old and obsolete. Don't that mean that something is over? It's saying, you know what? My home, my roots, my mother, how she did things. My mother could have been a third party, for an example. And knowing a third party, you could have left before you had me. This is what I actually said to my mother. God told you to leave well before I was born. You get what I'm saying? He said, choose yourself. So don't be bringing him in there saying, oh, God, I saved my life for God and country. No, you didn't, because he didn't say that, mother. You know what I'm saying? He told you this foundation has things. So this is talking about somebody that's coming to you with mother wounds and them being haunted. It's old messages there about a mother. It says pendulum, make a decision. They need to make a decision. Somebody has a preconceived notion when it comes to women or mothers, and you may be changing that perception. You may be changing somebody to go the right way, but you can't change it in proximity. You're going to change it by, they're going to have to face their own challenges if they want to come aboard on your energy. So this can be behind y'all, in front of y'all, because it's not giving me, but somebody feel haunted. It's like somebody feels so lonely when you're not there. But they got to offload something. Yeah. Somebody is ancient. It's something like somebody may be just coming online with their ancestors. So it was somebody mask. They worried about getting infected, or they wearing a mask because they not sure. It's always talk about thoughts and humanity. Yeah, they gotta fix their thoughts when it comes to humanity, because everybody is equal. This is like, this right here is, it's all the cultures, but like all the species. Somebody is maybe from the stars, or they just tapping into their ancestors. This is a heavy fucking read. I hope I don't be here. Somebody feels like time is slipping away from them because they keep scrupulous honesty. They have to say something. Somebody has to say something about something. I'm asking myself, do they have to say something because they have to, or do they? Is it for them, or is it for you? Somebody is seeing something, but it's something ain't working. Somebody. One card. Somebody needs help. It says something needs to be left in peace. So somebody needs help. And they need help, but they don't want to be implicated. But they're blocked from coming to you because they have an attachment or a message. Some message didn't get to somebody, but it really feels spiritual. Okay, somebody was holding collect calls from the stars from the mother, not allowing the mother energy. Ooh, somebody gonna get fucked up. Somebody can no longer, this ain't even a shapeshifter reading, but it's like somebody is being shown in their true form, because it's not saying somebody is in their masculine energy. Like, and they don't want somebody to see somebody in their feminine energy, because that's gonna make them found out. Don't come for somebody. They say don't come for somebody. You better leave it alone, or whatever. It's a cracked portal here, and that this winged humanoid, and it says scrupulous honesty. They cracked the portal trying to. They did something. They know they did something, and they still trying to wear a mask. This person getting haunted like nobody fucking business. The way that they look. It's something about copying energy. Gemini siblings. Gemini sun sign. Siblings. Extended family. Some secret that somebody did. Somebody was driving to somebody's house, being a third party for a long time. They don't want none of this stuff to come out. But I mean, all right, let me see what scrupulous means. It says scrupulous describes someone or something that is extremely careful, thorough, and exact. Mm. What I say about that third party energy? Something about cloaking or having an enemy right in your midst. This is not the. This is where I would quarantine my energy. People can still copy you if you're in quarantine energy, but somebody here ain't telling the truth. And since you remove that energy, they having a hard time being able to copy this energy or keep this up. A cracked portal. Somebody access something online that they wasn't supposed to. Police coming, they coming directly to somebody's house. And this person was dealing with somebody, and now they like, I ain't even gonna fucking be around you because I don't want them to think that I was at your fucking house. What I say? It say gnome, good tidings on the home front. Somebody making a decision behind the scenes to cut. They don't want to be connected to this person because they know something coming that is gonna take them out of here. Woo-hoo. They being watched, but don't eliminate the 3D level. It's something that's crossed over. It is something out of this world. One more card, y'all. Somebody was playing this like it's child's play game to them. Somebody going into a new cycle. So they made the decision. Remember I told y'all it was a decision. They made this decision to attack somebody one last time, and that's why they fading, because it was a gamble that they took. They already knew the consequences because they could clearly see it. It wasn't working. Even if it was investing in somebody else, it's just played. It was just temporary, or it was for a certain thing, and I don't want to do it no more. That decision that they made to attack, that's what's going to be taking them up out of here. This person is in a position where they cannot be seen. They being seen by something that they don't want to be seen by, whether it's the police, something in their house, and now they stuck. So make a decision is in a reverse. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me see. Make a decision in the reverse. I still want to throw another card on this because I don't feel like I gave y'all enough. Let's see. Make a decision. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I'm reading it wrong. It says favorable timing, decisions, let go of uncertainty, no second thoughts. Yeah, so when it comes to this card coming out, it's like somebody is ball in their court. They need to decide. One person can't do shit, okay? And they get left behind. Somebody want to live their life right. That's what it looks like it's coming through. Somebody tried to block that way by imposing some sort of restrictions on their home and security. Like, can I take on a family? Can I take on another relationship? Can I relocate for jobs? Can I, having somebody doubt their ability as a nurturer and provider. You get what I'm saying? Somebody got some fake ass mother energy. They're not caring. They're not loving. Because they keep attacking somebody. They can't even stay focused to stay in the house and love the children, love me. Yeah. So somebody is definitely attacking, and it's whatever it is, their attacks is just scratching the surface on this person's foundation, how they come up with their foundation. Somebody cannot reach somebody spiritually, but that's on purpose, and they haunted now. They know something. Fire is either you know something or somebody else knows something. And that's something that they know is putting a person that is being held captive at the advantage. It says, dog man, not a time to stand your ground. This is a time for graceful retreat. You're like, yeah. Fire, I think the most important thing I can say to fire is the person who will always win the competition will be the one that walk away. It's the Six of Wands. The person that always win in fire, hands down, is the person that walk away. So y'all often get paired with people that are competitors that refuse to walk away. You got to walk away with that peace. What was it? Retreat, peace, same thing for me. Start anew. A fresh breeze overtakes the old and obsolete. Anyway, Dog Man. It says sneak attack, trauma, continued. It says trauma, continued patience, required disruptive energy. That's what I'm saying. It's like somebody is saying, this is what I'm hearing, right? See, y'all see the Dog Man and say sneak attack, trauma, continue. Somebody noticed somebody been doing this the whole fucking time. And this is like the scratch of, you don't even need to dig any more into it. If you know you're being traumatized, you got to leave everything behind that will fuck you up for moving in the future and nurturing yourself or other people. Because somebody tried to do that. They've been doing that. They've been sending you attacks for a long time. As a parent, your foundation, your home. And I feel like this is not only maybe done to you, but partners that y'all have been involved with. And it's just like, it's really on the partner to whether or not they strong. And you understand why people get turned away. You hopeful for them. But this is heavy ass trauma that, you don't have time to. People make a decision or they don't. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So this could have been imposed. Oh, yeah, you left behind somebody that's angry as fuck. Somebody is angry, but this is all they're doing. They angry, but you can't be angry. That's exactly why they don't want the person touch you or be near. Because it's like, it's a personal problem. Aries energy is significant. Masculine females is significant. People that won't be going into a new cycle. They cannot believe that they was left behind. They was just using your energy to look normal. This is somebody having hormonal issues, or they've been taken from you and imposing hormonal issues on you. So, and this person is being shown exactly who they are. They're not desirable at all. They're like, they don't want to be seen. There's something there. I don't know. They don't want to be seen in the light that they are being shown. And that's it. All right. Thank you.